wanted to show y'all this milk that I bought the other night. This Fairlife chocolate, reduced fat, ultra filtered milk. 43% less fat than whole milk, ultra filtered milk. Okay. I don't know what in the world ultra filtered milk is. But keep in mind, I bought this in the wee hours of the morning of November 28th. Can you see? Oh, great. I don't know if y'all can see that. Maybe. Best juice by July 10th, 24. Yeah. Let's see. I can't get it to. Alright, so that's it. They're making milk, what, almost 8 months out now? I don't get that, but anyway, that stuff tasted so bad. It tasted something about like what you would imagine milk that's not going to spoil for the next, 7.5 months tastes like. So anyway, we are at the fuel stop this morning, doing our thing. Just got through walking around the truck a little bit, fixing to hit this logbook for a minute and get started. We got a long way to go, and we got all day to get there, but we sure got a long way to go, that's for sure. That's what I don't like about coming home on Tuesday nights when I do this little deal, but you wake up and you got a long way to go the next day. So I hope the old girl does good. We went to Louisiana and back in it. When I parked it, I was doing the same thing, so no big deal. Hopefully this old girl does good, and we'll get out here in just a minute and dump our trash out and finish the logbook. We're going to ride on and enjoy this beautiful sunrise this morning. So, all right, I'm going to try and catch a little bit of that for you. And I know we ain't done much riding along this week. We're going to do a little ride along, as old Stick Shift says. So we'll do a little ride along this morning. All right, I'm going to get going, get this logbook going so we can get going. we get out of one backup and get to another one. Just freaking lovely. Ain't the kind of thing you want to happen on a day like today, but it is what it is. So I was going to show you, I showed you guys that this video on my iPad. It don't show that that price with the IFTA taken out of it. And I guess Mudflap just wants everybody to know that the tax here in Illinois is so big that, or the rebate or whatever you call it is on your IFTA, that they want everybody to show, because it was like $3.69 and it's like 40, I don't know, 45 and like 76 cents I think is what Illinois is now, which is it's crazy. But you know, bad thing about it is you can come through here and not get no fuel, they'll tax you for that. So anyway, we got that done, and I was going to show y'all something kind of cool that I seen the other day. If I can get to it, I gotta hurry up because I'm out here airing up a tire. I forgot my tire gauge somewhere, or it's in my truck and I can't find it. But let's see here. Let me see. Get the fuel here on. Oh, here we go. All right, so we're gonna get the fuel on. Let's just go TA Petro. And okay, it's not going to show what I'm trying to show. I may need to update this, but what I was going to show you, and I'll show you. Let me see if I can update this, and I'll show you later. But you can book fuel with TA Petro through Trucker Path now, and I ain't had a chance to do it yet, but some of them are pretty close. Like especially if you're planning on taking a shower, it's close enough to where you could justify buying it there if you're taking a shower there, because you know they're going to hit you for $16 at a shower. And like I just filled at the Speedway and they have no showers. So and same with like Sheets and some of the QTs, no showers. So let's go out. So I always kind of figure that in there. If the price is close, you know, I'm doing better by buying fuel at the place I can get a shower, because I don't have to stop once, and that's dang near 100 pounds in that one. So we're gonna ride with that. I gotta hook my airline up. I gotta go find my gloves, what I gotta go do. But looks like traffic's starting to move a little bit better. So they said something on the radio right before I turned the camera on about a broke down big truck in the right lane. So alright, so I'll try and get my app on my iPad updated where I can show y'all Trucker Path and how to book fuel at TA Petro on there. So alright, we're gonna get our airline back up in the side box, hook our cold airline back up, and get to riding down the road. We got about 4.5 hours to New Paris, Ohio. That'll be our next stop. And I'm ready to get there so I can take a shower and get something to eat. I'm hungry. Here we are, third backup for the day. This one right here is over here on 70, kind of west of, or east of Terre Haute. I thought we was gonna breeze on through here because like it was showing like on Google it's showing about 15 minutes, or actually it was showing 13 minutes when I drove through here, and then I got on there a while ago, it's showing 16 minutes, and now I think it's back down to 14 minutes. But started out it was 37, 40 something every time I checked. So I thought maybe, you know, whatever was causing this, which I think it was construction what it was showing, but whatever was causing it, they were probably done with it, and by the time I got up here maybe we'd slide on through it. But no, we are back to back to back to back, and I don't know, I've been in this thing probably 10-15 minutes already. So to go around it Google was showing going around it, and then I got, I don't know, maybe 10 miles away from the exit, and it's like showing going on through it. It's quicker going through it. So I think they're full of crap, because I think I could have got off. I mean, of course, getting off and going around it probably adds about 15 miles to it. But I think that I could have done this, done it a lot quicker. But it is what it is now. I'm stuck over here on the interstate, and I'm pulling the brakes on this one. So I don't know. Maybe we'll get on through here. I started to stop at the Petro at Brazil a while ago and take a shower and eat, but I wanted to go to New Paris. So this is the price I have to pay for going to New Paris. And who knows? I mean, this could have been worse by the time I got out of Brazil. But the only silver lining.
They don't damn sense of locking down the whole damn fucking interstate down.
Oh God. Oh. So I mean, like, the only positive is maybe Indianapolis will be free flowing. I can just slide right through there. I got the phone ringing. Jesus, people keep calling me. It drives me insane. Alright, there it is. The end of, well, that's where you start merging. And if any of you guys run I-70, you'll know what they're doing here. They are working on this big old hole here at the 33. There's a big old hole and a bunch of trucks have hit it, blowed out tires and everything. They've got a sign saying, hey, trucks left lane. So Google told me on that backup that it was 14 minutes the last time I looked at it. I was in it for 37 minutes, so I am totally pissed off right now. I could have went around this thing in probably 23 to 36, 15. I probably could have went around this some gun at 20, 25 minutes probably. So anyway, it is what it is. We're back on the road and fix to get going. New Paris, here we come. We're still 2 hours from New Paris, so it'll be good. And 8:30 time I get there, so it'll be time to eat and shower and leave. Alright, y'all, I didn't do real good filming this morning. We got empty in Ohio first thing this morning and had to come over here to Michigan. One heck of a deadhead, but sometimes that's what you got to do to get home to start your round for next week. So that's what we're doing. We're loading here in the middle of nowhere in Michigan, and they had a bunch of snow like everywhere last night. First time I came here, it actually snowed about 2 foot. Ice everywhere. It was horrible first time I ever come here. So anyway, that's the scale house over there. We're gonna go scale in, and hopefully they'll let me load, because my load's supposed to be loaded tomorrow. We'll see. Well, they're gonna let me load. So now if they're gonna let me load, they said something about they had sent another truck somewhere back here, but yeah, that's what she said. She said she sent a dump truck back here. And here in Michigan, they've got, you can't see it, but it's like 2 30-something foot trailers, maybe, or 28-foot trailers. But yeah, they load the wagon here pretty good. So she said it's probably going to be about an hour. So, but yeah, I saw that guy literally pull back here right after I was, well, y'all probably seen him too, but right when I was pulling in. So we're just gonna sit out here and take it easy for a minute and maybe get a little rest. I definitely needed to get this loaded like now, so I can get going, because we got to go to Memphis, and it's a long way to Memphis, and I need to be there in the morning. I need to be there tonight so I can be one of the first trucks unloaded and get unloaded and get my butt home. So yeah, I'd like to get home by 10:30, 11, 12 at the latest, so I can start working on this old girl. And I got to try and take my green truck up to the alignment shop sometime this weekend too. So all right, I'm fixing to kick back and relax for a minute. All right, we're loading. We had to pull up in here and back down in this building here to get loaded here. So I got my guy, he is standing on the ladder here, waiting to tell me when to back up. We got the front loaded already, so I'm just waiting on him to tell me when to back up. So we got this is a mix of animal meal we're loading here. So let's see if we can get this thing loaded. I got to go. So we pulled all the way up so we could load the back first, and that's the best way to load this, so you don't load your stuff over the top of the doors. Because if you load over the top of the doors, it's going to jam down, and it's not healthy for your doors. It's best to load the slopes and then slowly work your way back over the doors. So that's what we're doing. We're getting pretty close. We're going to get over here to this line right there. So, all right, it'll be about 5 more minutes. All right, so we are trying to get our weight right. I gotta jump out again and check it. $45, $560. Oh man, it's probably gonna be close enough. I'm gonna say we're probably good. Jump out here and get the whole thing on here. There we go. Alright, get out and see what we got here. $78,400, good enough. All right, got our seal on the tarp. Got the tarp rolled. Done beat the tires down a little bit. Check them. Got our seals on our hoppers. It snowed up here last night and it's melting on the road, so I got this crap all over my truck. I was hoping to make it home clean, but I think it's going to rain somewhere down around Illinois, out back down towards Memphis tonight, so at least I'll get that crap washed off. So we're gonna hit the logbook one time and fix us a glass of water with some propel in it and get ready to head on down to Memphis. We done our paperwork, we're ready to go. These guys haul a ton of, I think it's a mix here between turkey and chicken and maybe pork. But my God, they haul a bunch of it. I don't know, y'all didn't see that a while ago, but that truck right there, like, you know, here in Michigan, you can haul heavy. But I mean, just in that little dump trailer right there, dude had like, he was grossing like, I want to say 105 or something like that. So yeah, they haul some animal product in here. So all right, we got a ride on. We'll do a little ride along down through here. But man, I was gonna tell y'all, the first time I come down through here, it had snowed, like lake effect snow, and I had left over in Ohio. I'd sit there all day because I want to say it was like right after Christmas. We were hauling DDG like crazy back home, and then the DDG just went poof. So I sat over, I unloaded like first thing in the morning. I sat all damn day, all day. And anyway, I knew the snow was coming in. I was hoping he'd send me south to load, but he ends up sending me over here to Michigan, which we're over here like north of Kalamazoo, you know, northwest of Kalamazoo. And man, it snowed. God, it snowed. I got over, you know, it snowed on me pretty hard leaving Ohio. It snowed all day over there, just drizzling snow, nothing bad. But man, the further I got over this way, man, it got bad. And I ran Highway 30 through Ohio back over to 69, and went up to the Petro up there at Angola or whatever it is. And by the time I got there, it had started getting icy and the sun was going down. I'm like, man, it's going to be a rough ride empty going over to Michigan. So like I said, I've never been here before, but man, I'm talking about, like, when I left out of the Petro that night, I took a shower and ate and started heading this way, and it was just solid ice on the road, man. And like, I was like, man, I know some Volvo driver out of Chicago is going to come by me running 90 mile an hour and spill it all over the road in front of me. But luckily enough, everybody was on their best behavior that night, and I got over to Battle Creek and run at 131 over to Highway 40 to 89 over here to where I come over here. But oh my God, this is pretty remote. I'm way in a very remote area, and the further I got, the worse the snow got. And the closer I got to here, the more I was pushing with my bumper, and I was hitting snow banks and just snow flying all over the cab and everything. It was a rough ride. I don't know if I got a video on that one or not. I cannot remember. I didn't. I don't think I did, because I didn't finish the video, because it got really weird at the end, because that was on a Friday morning. I was loading that, and we were going down to Memphis, of course, and I got down there, and they had the 55 bridge shut down. They had like a riot. Apparently some police officers had killed a dude, and they were mad about it. They had the whole bridge shut down, and I had to be over there before 9 o'clock at night, and this is like 7:30, so it was just like, no, I ain't gonna make it. So I had to drag that load all the way back home, all the way back to Memphis, unload it Monday. And there were so many trucks unloaded Monday, I didn't get unloaded until Monday afternoon, missed my reload, and I think I ended up not working that week. So yeah, that whole riot deal just screwed my whole next week up. So anyway, we're gonna ride on, but yeah, that was a trip. I've got a picture somewhere I took somewhere around right around in there, and I'd already knocked I hit two dogs that week, and knocked bumper lights off, but I had knocked the lights off my cowl panels and everything. Like, that snow was horrible. Ripped the sending unit off of my oil temperature sending unit. I mean, like, it was a bad one. So anyway, we're fixing to get the logbook tightened up, get going. Catch you in a little bit. Alright, y'all, we are at Effingham Chrome Shop. Oh, there's one of them GMC, whatever you call them, 6-packs or whatever. I think that's the nickname for them. Somebody must really love those units there to be driving one of them. Kind of like you got to love a 359 to drive it. Little 359 pro tip of the day here. I've got to adjust this cable right here at some point in time. Like I really have time to even mess with that. But like, okay, so it stays on the defrost all the time. I get too hot, so I stick my knife in there and wow, voila. Got that figured out. So all right, we got to do a little logbook thinking, figuring out and everything, and head on down to Memphis. We're still about 5 hours away from Memphis, and I just stopped in here and took a shower. Got my duds on, got my Pearl Snap shirt on. Everything will be looking good when I go home. So I was going to tell y'all something. I can't remember what it was now. I'll think about it in a minute, and I'll get back with you. Anyway, I screwed up last night. It got to raining really bad through Illinois, and I got sleepy, I ain't gonna lie. All that rain and straining my eyes to see, because it was raining so hard you couldn't hardly see. So I ended up pulling over. We got pretty much out of the rain, but the wind was still blowing hard, and I was in this crosswind, kind of like I am now. And it was rough. I don't know. I just give up. I don't normally do that, but I was like, man, I still got an hour to go. So anyway, we are. My phone went dead last night too, so I did not get to go to. Didn't get to get up when I wanted to. So, but luckily enough for me, I woke up probably about an hour. Oh, check out that Tarp job. Nice. Ooh, yeah, buddy. They didn't even have a tarp on the front. Flatbed these days. You know, if you was going to not put a tarp on anything, you would tarp the front so no wind would get into your tarp. That's why that tarp split right there, is because all that wind is coming up through there because he didn't have the front covered. But yeah. If you're going to only use one tarp and have something exposed, you want the back exposed and the front covered up so the wind don't get in your tarp. It's common sense. But anyway, we're riding down the road. About an hour left to go. We're in Blythe, Arkansas. I'm going down to Memphis. We'll see you guys down there. So we finally made it down here to Midwest Milling. If you pulled a hopper longer than a month, you've probably been here. So I'm usually here on Fridays if I'm here. I try not to be here, even though it kind of works out for me in a way, because we usually get in and out of here. I'm usually parked here Thursday night, and I'm usually one of the first ones to unload when I come here. And like I said, I took a nap last night and didn't get up. So anyway, we're hoping there ain't a lot of trucks in here. We just beat one truck in here, so maybe we'll get in and out pretty quick. Oh, it rained.
Yeah, I got you loud and clear.
It rained last night, and it's good and nasty. All that you see right there is animal byproduct meal, and it's just from the dust around here. I guess they probably spilt some somewhere or another, but whoo, goodness, I got out and it was some kind of nasty a while ago. So we're gonna go over here, roll our tarp, scale in, and see about getting unloaded. Hopefully there ain't a bunch of trucks back here is what I'm hoping. Oh, they must have moved a bunch of it out, and that's why it's a mess everywhere. They covered this up. This used to be just a basically a open warehouse. Now it's a closed warehouse. Woo, this is stinking. Good Lord, it's stinking. I got out there and I really didn't pay attention to where I stopped, but it don't really matter. It's that mess is everywhere. They must have moved some stuff out of that warehouse and made a mess doing it, because it is. I've never seen it that bad around here, but the fact that it rained so bad yesterday and last night, whew, it's only making it worse. When that all it's going to take is the sun to come out, and this place is going to have more flies than I don't want to be here when the sun comes out. I will tell you that. It's going to be bad. So anyway, I don't know if this guy is unloading or he's got his paperwork in his hand, but that could be his. You got to take your previous bill up when you take your paperwork up. So I don't know if that's. Oh, that's not him. Okay. All right, but you got to take your previous bill. So I mean, like, just because he comes down with a piece of paper is not going to excite me. But his tarp is rolled over. I only roll my tarp over here because I've got an 84 inch, and they've got those little boots that they load out of. My windshield's kind of nasty, but maybe. No. Okay, there they are. Those little boots that go down in a trailer. Little boot chutes, but my trailer's so tall that it rubs those chutes, so it's hard to roll my tarp up under there. So that being said, most people roll their tarp when they're up under there if they're unloading. So I'm hoping that he is unloaded and everything else. So, but there is no truck over there in the pit, so even if he is unloading, at least we just got one in front of us. So anyway, you always hear horror stories about this place, and I don't really have any horror stories. I mean, I've got some days that were worse than others. Here a few months ago, we sat out here 3 hours, wake you up at 6 o'clock in the morning and pull in here and sit here for 3 hours before they even started unloading trucks. So yeah, that's the worst it's got here for me. But I mean, I've heard horror stories like you show up here in the afternoon and you may not get unloaded and stuff like that. I don't know, but anyway, it's the only horror story I can tell you is like what it pays coming in here. So that's the only horror story I can tell you. So I'm just gonna wait here, chill out. It ain't gonna be long, hopefully. Alright, so we got scaled in finally after that dude got loaded. We got to watch these poles right here. These are for your mirrors. But I want to stay to the right just a little bit so I can open up my driver's side door. So, ooh, that's close. It's close. Either side. This stuff is nasty everywhere. But they've been moving They've been moving product in and out of that warehouse, is why it's such a mess around here. So. But we got our doors open. This unloads pretty quick, you know, probably about, 10 minutes or so a hopper. So maybe it won't be too long. We'll be out of here. All right, so we got unloaded. We had to wait on another truck to load before we got out of there. So now it's time to do the proverbial boot cleaning like I do it when I load or unload at any of these places. Let that stuff foam up and just ugh. Alright. There's one. Let's get the other one. That stuff was extra nasty today. Shake it up. It ain't foaming up. My light. There we go. Give it that shake and it'll foam up. Alright, get the side over here. Get this other side. That's good enough. Alright, next thing's next is to do the floor mat. Ugh. I got some good chunky stuff on there. And the pedals. We got to get all of it. I need to do a little bit clean. I didn't end up not doing as much on this deep cleaning on this driver's side like I told you guys I would. So, alright, now we'll just get this and blow it off and wipe the pedals off and be done. Okay, so I don't know what's going on with Petro and TA. They're on Trucker Path. You can book through them, book fuel through them, but like over there at the Loves, that's the closest I've seen any major truck stop getting close to any small fuel stop price. So man, I just wonder what's going on. I just wonder if there is so much trucking slowing down so much that that they're having to lower price to make it look attractive. It's kind of what I'm thinking. Good Lord, I gotta let this down. Lovely West Memphis here. So let me know what you think. I don't know. I'm just curious. All right, here's my favorite part about coming home on Fridays from Memphis. It's usually breakfast, but lately, or today, it's gonna be cheeseburger. Ooh, bacon cheeseburger. These things are big, kind of like, oh goodness, like a skillet burger or something. Not a skillet burger, but like a, oh crap, I can't, steak burger or whatever. Like you get at the flat patties, like at Freddy's or the other place, Steak and Shake. But they're bigger, so they're awesome. It's good. I'm fixing to eat this, mosey on down the road, and go home and start working on this pile of crap. So we're gonna ride and get this done.